Hey, Sandals Church men, I have just one main question for you this week. Are you more political or are you more spiritual? And what I want you to do is to be really honest with yourself about which one best defines you. Because I think our natural response is to go, of course, I'm more spiritual. Of course, my faith in God matters more. But as men, I think we have this drive to be change agents, to create things around us, to move things, to make things different and better. And I think a lot of us get caught, whether in our jobs or in our idea of American politics, in the idea that politics are the answer to that. And I think the story of the Bible is really God working despite what all the politics are and all the circumstances that are going on in the world. You see God's hand moving. And I just wonder if we could be honest with ourselves, how much are we trusting God to move in our personal lives, to move in our family, in our workplace, and in the world around us? Are we praying for that? Are we asking for that? And are we actually spiritual people that believe that God's going to make the difference? And what that doesn't mean is that we don't do politics or we don't talk about things or change things, but where does your hope lie? Where does your faith lie? Where does your trust lie? And I think for most of us, we're honest. Maybe we don't consider ourselves political, but we think that a lot more things are in our hands than aren't. And it's just not true. And so I think in a politically charged season, I've seen more people than ever become more political, even people like myself who weren't before. I feel kind of drawn into the conversation. And I've just seen it bring out bad things in a lot of people, just ugliness and evil and hatred toward others. And I think that somehow we think that we're on the right side of morality most of the time. Pastor Matt kind of talked about that this weekend. And I love how he brought it back to there's only one vote that matters forever. And I think for us as men, what we need to start with is have we truly made that vote for Jesus? Is that like our real ballot cast? Maybe we did it when we were kids. Maybe we did it a few years ago. But is that what we're putting our trust in? Is that I'm trusting that Jesus's way is the best way, and I'm casting my vote. I'm going all in. I'm following his way. And it's challenging for us. And so I think what you can discuss in your groups is your honest feelings about that. What do you really think and feel about politics? Are you really more spiritual than political? And in light of that, how can we be more united? How can we be less divisive? Because we're not trusting in our politics to be better than someone else. We need to love people regardless of how they vote or how they think, and know that they're broken just as we are and absolutely need Jesus. Our culture needs Jesus. Our world needs Jesus. And man, I think we can do a lot of good if we can focus on that, if we can be more intentional about praying for one another, encouraging each other, staying strong in the midst of a culture that wants to drag us down. And so I want to encourage you to be courageous, to stand up, to do as we're learning about Joshua and how he stood up and really stood for God in the midst of a politically charged time then as well. So hope you are still meeting with your groups. Hope you're staying connected. If you're not, man, I want to encourage you to do so. Love you guys, praying for you. Have a blessed week.